I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra Bow Maker. Today I'm going to show you how to upcycle a cute dollar store hat into a beautiful spring bonnet that could be used for Easter or Mother's Day or just a special occasion in the spring. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is take my ribbon and I'm going to grab a zot. Now, if you want to make this permanent, I would definitely suggest using glue gun, but I'm putting the zot here, bringing it around to the front, and put this one on the back, and then I'm going to grab another zot. And I love the zots because they really are strong, but in fact I can't even get it off the paper. But we'll put this here and just bring this around and just cross it there. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is make a little hat band and just bring my tool around, and we're just going to tie a knot. So it's super, super simple. And then this is where we're going to attach the bow. So I'll just knot this here, and I'm going to pull it fairly tight, and that will be just like a tail. I'm going to put my hat aside and trade it out with my Bowdabra. So I'm going to grab my Bowdabra. I'll take some Bowdabra Bow Wire, and I'm going to pull this here and cut a piece. Lay this folded in half into my Bowdabra and just tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of my way. Whoops. Now what I'm going to do is take my tool, and we're just going to make a loopy bow in the back, and we're just going to fold this back and forth and make just a few loops using our tool. And go here, whoops, and back and forth. So it's super, super simple. And you can pull the tool apart to make it wider once you finish the bow. So I'll just fold this back and forth. There we go. Now I'm going to take my next ribbon, or actually before I do that, I'm going to lay in my tails. So we're going to lay a tail in here, and we're going to lay a tail here. And we've already dovetailed the ends on that. And we'll lay one more tail right in here. So our tails will come out. Then what I'm gonna do is take my ribbon, we're gonna twist it, put that down into our Bowdabra. And this ribbon is just such a fun spring ribbon that I just think it adds so much flair to the hat that we're making. So we're just gonna twist it. And again, I'm gonna fold and twist so the wrong side of my ribbon is on the inside of my loop. We're going to twist it, fold it back, and we're just going to lay that down in here. Then I'm going to take my next piece of tulle. We're just going to do some more loops going back and forth. So with the tulle, I don't have to twist because it's so thin, and it's the same on both sides. So I'm just folding it back and forth and lay this down in here. Then I'm going to take my smaller version of my dot ribbon, and we're going to fold this, make sure I have the right side, back and forth. Sometimes under the lights it's hard to tell which is the right side of the ribbon and which is the wrong side of the ribbon. So we'll fold this back and forth. Now if you're new to Bowdabra, or even if you are not new to Bowdabra, please hit the subscribe button below or follow us on Facebook. We really appreciate the follows and when you subscribe. So I'm just going to lay that down into my Bowdabra. Then I have these cute little flowers. We're just going to lay those in. And I'll take my wand and give everything a really good scrunch. Then I'll take my Bowdabra Bow Wire, and let's find the center here, and bring this up through the center. I just have to feed it kind of around the flowers. Want to get caught in there. Take this piece, and I'm going to pull this through the slip knot. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. I'm going to pull it out, separate my ends, and bring it around to the back. Make sure that all of my tails are separated before I tie this off. So we're just going to tie a knot and tie another knot. And I'll leave the wire because that's how we're going to tie it onto the hat. And we're just gonna bring our flowers up here, and we're gonna now just puff out all the loops and bring these and just pulling them in opposite directions, because that helps me fluff. And this is a wired ribbon, which makes it a lot easier to shape and fluff exactly as I want it. So again, I'm just pulling it and we're just kind of fluffing. I'm gonna do the same thing with the bigger loops. And then I'm gonna take my tool and just sort of fan it out a little bit more. So I'm just gonna go in here because the tool kind of folded over as I was making the bow, but I knew that it would be easier to just shape it when I was finished. So we're just gonna shape this out, pull this, and shape this, and pull this to the side. And again, I'm just gonna reach into my tool and just kind of pull it apart so I have my bare loops. And do the same thing over here. Just fold that out. And then I'm gonna put my Bowdabra aside, and I'm gonna take the hat, and I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and find the two ends and bring them over here. And we're going to just tie this onto our hat band that we attached. And if you want to be totally secure, you might glue the hat band down so it stays. And we're just going to tie this off. So I'm just going to finish fluffing this, and then you have this great spring bonnet. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you in our next video.